Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vrushali. So, in my last session, we learned about the most important MCQs on data structure and algorithm subject. So, hope so you have watched all those videos. So, in this session, we will learn about the most important MCQs on the topic of database management system. So, these are the most important MCQs for your any online examination, and these questions also asked in your final and same university examination. And I have mentioned the link of all the MCQs videos in below description box. So everyone should revise these MCQs for your final exams. So let's start the session. The first question is, which of the following provide the ability to query information from the database and insert tuples into delete tuples, modify tuples in the database? So for this question you must know the concept of DDL and DML commands. Okay, so in this question it mentioned the commands like insert, delete and modify. Okay, so insert, delete and modify, this commands is called as DML command, that is data manipulation language. Okay, and create, alter, this command is called as data definition language. Okay, data definition language directly applied on the schema of database, right? And operations performed by the database, this called as data manipulation language, right? So insert, delete, modify, this operations is called as data manipulation language. So correct option is option number 1. Next, the next question is, which one of the following given statement possibly contains the error? So for this question you must know the concept of query language. Okay, so first option is select star from employee where employee ID equal to 10003. So this will be a correct query, right? That is select star from a particular table and the employee ID is this particular given. Okay, the next option is select employee ID from employee. Okay, here table name is mentioned and column name also mentioned. Okay, so it select the particular column from that table, that is employee ID from employee, and employee ID is given. Next, select employee ID from employee, so it select complete employee ID table from the employee table. Okay, the next option is select employee ID where employee ID equal to 1009 and last name equal to this. Okay, but in this query it does not mention the table name. Okay, it does not mention the table name, so it gets confused that the which employee ID column that will be fetched. Okay, so option number 4, that will be a possibly contains the error. Next question is, what do you mean by one to many relationship? Okay, for this question you must know the one to many to many, this kind of relationship. So first option is one class may have many teachers, so sometimes that not possible logically, right? The second option is one teacher can have many classes, so this will be a correct option. One to many, one teacher have many classes, so this is a one to many relationship. So in your exam they should be asked about one to one relationship than many to many relationship also. Okay, so you should find the answer logically at that time. So correct option is one teacher can have many classes. Next, the next question is, a huge collection of the information or data accumulated from several different sources is known as. So this is the purely definition of data warehouse. Okay, so data warehouse is a collection of information or data and they can perform different operations on that. So this is the definition of data warehouse. In option data management and data mining is given, but data management means to manage the data. Okay, and data mining means to fetch the data, but in question it asks about collection of information. Okay, so collection of information means data warehouse. Next, the next question is, which of the following refers the level of data abstraction that describe exactly how the data actually stored? So for this question you must know the concept of abstraction. Okay, levels of abstraction. So in question it asks describe exactly how data actually stored. Okay, so this statement generally utilized in the physical level. Okay, physical level show the structure of database, how exactly data will be stored. Okay, this is the physical level. Logical level decide the relation between those data, right? And conceptual level means it conceptually, okay, it handle different queries. So how data actually stored, that will be shown by the physical level. Next, the next question is, which of the following term DBA referred? So this is a simple question. DBA means database administrator. Database administrator completely handle your database structure, database authorities and database appliances. Next. The next question is, rows of relations are known as. So rows of relations are known as tuples, right? The relation between all rows is called as tuples. Next. Next question is, which of the following command is a type of data definition language command? So for this question you must know the difference between DDL and DML. Okay, so data definition language, this language is called as create. Okay, create query is under DDL command, that is data definition language. They define the data. And update, delete and merge, these are query is included in DML, data manipulation language. Okay, next. Next question is, which of the following is a top-down approach in which the entity's higher level can be divided into two lower level sub-entities? So simply I will tell you the top-down approach. Okay, suppose in your question it mentioned top-down approach, so this called as specialization. Okay, and suppose in your question it mentioned bottom to top approach, means opposite. Okay, so this concept is called as generalization. Okay, so for MCQ question you must remember this thing. Top down means specialization and bottom to top means generalization. Okay, means divide the particular entities from top to down. Next. Next question is, in a relational database every tuples divided into the field are known as. So every tuples divided into the fields. Okay, field simply means one particular field, that is first name, last name, this is called as field. Okay, so this is also known as domains. Okay, so every tuple divided into the fields are known as domains. Next. Next question is, which of the following is used to application programs to request data from the database management system? So I have already explained request data from database management system. At that time you used insert, update, select, right, this kind of command. So this command is called as data manipulation language. They request data from in your database, right? Data definition language means directly applied on database, that is create database. Okay, and data control language means rollback, commit, all transaction language are called as data control language. Okay, so request data from database, for this purpose you should use data manipulation language. Next. Next question is, which of the following commands is used to save any transaction permanently into the database? So for this question you must know the concept of transactions in database. Okay, so to permanently save your transaction into the database, for this purpose you should use commit command. Okay, commit means permanently save the transaction in your database. Next. Next question is, which one of the following command is used to removing a relation from the SQL database? Okay, so in SQL database there are three commands are used: delete, drop and remove. So you must know the concept of these commands. Okay, so delete means they delete complete table in your database. Okay, and drop means they delete the relations of that particular table with other tables also. They delete complete relations. Okay, so in question it asks the delete relation from SQL database. So for removing relation you should use drop command. Next. Next question is, which one of the following command is used to restore the database to the last committed state? So for restoring purpose you should use rollback command. Okay, you must remember this thing. For permanent transaction, that purpose you should use commit command, and restore the database, that's you should use rollback command. Okay, next. The next question is, database management query language is generally designed for. So first option is support end users who use English like commands. So that will be a correct. Means select, insert, update are all the commands in English language and that are easy to handle, right? Next, specify structure of database. Database management specify the structure of database. So that also correct. Next, support in development of the complex application software. Suppose you need to develop some complex application software, so database management system support that, right? So all of the above, these three are the correct option for designing your database management query language. So correct option is all of the above. Next question is, which of the following keys is generally used to represent the relationship between the tables? So for this question you must know the concept of primary key, foreign key and secondary key. Okay, so in question it asks about relationship between the tables. Okay, so relationship between the tables means, that's why you should use foreign key in your table database. Okay, primary key means unique identity, foreign key means relationship between the tables. Next question is, which one of the following keyword is used to find out the number of values in column? So in options they have mentioned total, count, sum and add. So correct option is count. Count means they count the number of values are stored into the particular column. So option number 2 is correct option, that is count. Next question is, which one of the following command is used to modify a column inside the table? Okay, modify a column inside the table. So drop command generally used for removing purpose. Update command means the update the particular value. Okay, but for modify a column inside the table, that's why you should use alter command. Okay, alter command is used to modify a column inside the table. So correct option is option number 3. The next question is, in the dash normal form a composite attributes is converted into the individual attributes. So this concept generally happen in first normal form. Okay, for this question you must know the concept of first, second, third normal form. Okay, so composite attributes converted into the individual attributes, this is called as first normal form. The next question is, tables in second normal form. So first is eliminate all hidden dependency, eliminate the possibility of insertion anomalies. So insertion anomalies are generally happen in first normal form. Okay, and have a composite key already required in a BCN normal form. Okay, so correct option is option number 1. Second normal form eliminates all hidden dependencies. Next question is, relational algebra is a dash query language that takes two relation as an input and produce another relation as the output of the query. Okay, so for this question you must know the concept of relational algebra. Okay, so relational algebra is a procedural query language. Simply, relational algebra is a procedural query language. So correct option is option number 3. Next question is, which join refers to join records from the right table that have no matching key in the left table are included in the result set. So when your question it asks about no matching key in left table, okay, focus on that, no matching key in left table at the timing of joining. So this concept is called as right outer join. Okay, and when no matching key in right table, this concept is called as left outer join. Okay, so for this question you must know the detailed explanation about join queries. Okay, so no matching key in left table, this is called as right outer join. Next question is, is a set of entities of the same type that share the same properties or attributes. So this is called as attribute set. Okay, attribute set is a particular set which stored multiple attributes which have the same properties. Next question is, the attribute age is calculated from the date of birth. Okay, from your date of birth you should calculate a age. So this attribute is called as derived attribute. Okay, derived attribute means you should derive a particular thing from the previous thing. Okay, so you should calculate age from the date of birth. So this is called as derived attribute. Next question is, which of the following can be multi-valued attribute? So option is phone number, name, date of birth, and all of the mention. So date of birth is a derived attribute, name, that is single attribute. Okay, and multi-valued attribute means your phone number. Phone number is called as multi-valued attribute. Next question is, which of the following is an attribute that can uniquely identify row in table? So uniquely identify row in table, that's why you should use candidate key. Okay, remember this thing, candidate key can uniquely identify row in table. Next question is, collections of operations that form a single logical unit of work is called as. So single logical unit of work, this concept is called as transactions. Okay, so this is the definition of transactions. Single logical unit of work means you should withdraw, deposit, this kind of operations. Okay, so correct option is option number 4, that is transactions. Next question is, execution of transaction in isolation preserve of the consistency of database. You should execute different translations in your database. Okay, so at that time their consistency is maintained. Okay, so this is called as consistency of database. Next question is, which of the following is not a property of transaction? So for this question you must know the complete theory about transaction. Okay, so transaction has property like atomicity, isolation, and durability. So simplicity is not a property of transaction. Next question is, which of the following system is responsible for ensuring durability? So for ensuring durability, that's why they used for recovery a particular system. You need to recovery a system, so this is responsible ensuring a durability. So correct option is option number 1. Next question is, which of the following is not a transaction state? So for this question you must know the architecture of transaction of database. Okay, so active, partially committed, and fail, these three are already a transaction state. Okay, and which is not a transaction state? Compensated. So option number 4 is a correct option, that is not a transaction state. Next question is, a transaction that has not been completed successfully is called as. So when your transaction is not completed successfully, this condition is called as aborted transaction. Okay, so option number 2 is correct option, that is aborted transaction. Your transaction is not completed successfully. Next question is, consider attributes. Okay, ID, city, and name. So which one of the following considered as super key? So here ID is a unique identity, right? So ID is a super key. Next question is, the subset of super key is a candidate key under what condition? So for this question you must know the relationship between super key and candidate key. Okay, so there is only one condition is required. So the condition is no proper subset is a super key. So option number 1 is correct statement. So these are the important MCQs for your any online examination of database management system. So please subscribe my channel and you should revise all those MCQs for your exam. Keep practicing. Thank you.